Fresh Russian aerial attack kills 7 in Kyiv, several injured. Ukrainian minister confirms strike on residential areas, hospitals, and sports complex. Russia's biggest strike since war began kills 28 people, and over 100 are injured. Ukraine alleges Russia wants peace deal prolonged to seize more territory. In one of its biggest assaults on the Ukrainian capital region since the onset of the war, Russia's missiles and drones killed at least 7 and left several others injured in Kyiv. 352 Russian drones and 16 missiles targeted Ukraine, with attacks concentrated in the Kyiv region. Ukraine's interior minister flagged Russian strikes on residential areas, hospitals, and sports infrastructure. The entrance to an underground metro station in Kyiv, a crucial safe spot for war-weary Ukrainians, was also wrecked. Kyiv Mayor Vitaly Klitschko further clarified that of those who died, at least 6 were in a high-rise building in the capital, adding that 19 others were injured in the city. Russia has amplified its massive aerial attacks on Ukrainian cities in recent weeks. Ukrainian President Zelensky stated he will discuss with UK officials during his London visit. Both Russia and Ukraine deny targeting civilian areas. However, thousands of civilians have been killed, and the vast majority of them are from Ukraine. Meanwhile, Russian President Vladimir Putin claimed that Russia didn't target residential areas in Ukraine. As Kyiv repeatedly comes under fire, Ukraine's commander-in-chief, Alexander Syrsky, has vowed to intensify strikes on Russia. The Ukraine crisis persists, and there seems to be no quick fix. Let's take a look at the demands of both sides. Putin last year demanded that Ukraine cede the 4 regions, which it still does not fully control. Putin also wants Kyiv to recognize the Crimean Peninsula, annexed by Moscow in 2014 as Russian. The Russian president says Ukraine also must renounce its bid to join NATO and drastically reduce its army. Putin also demanded that the West lift sanctions imposed on Moscow after the invasion. Kyiv, in turn, refused to cede any land and wants robust security guarantees against future Russian aggression. Trump, who has engaged in a broad diplomatic effort to end the war since taking office, has said that Crimea will stay with Russia. President Donald Trump has also said that Kyiv was unlikely to ever join NATO. The year before, Kyiv's membership path was fast-tracked after a new NATO-Ukraine Council was set up and President Zelensky received a hero's welcome. However, things may be different at the upcoming 2-day summit in the Netherlands. Zelensky, invited again, will not be seated at NATO's table. The United States, NATO's most powerful member, is vetoing Ukraine's membership.